Hello and welcome to your English news broadcast live on ERi-TV. It's exactly 10:30 p.m. on Eritrea's local time from our headquarters at Asmara with your domestic and international news in brief. I'm Zahra Badouri, but first we'll begin with your major headlines for this broadcast. An announcement from the Ministry of Health. Material donation to the ERi-TV. Afghan conflict airstrike. And reports on U.S. wildfire. Welcome to your domestic in brief. 20 patients have been diagnosed positive for COVID-19 in tests carried out today at quarantine centers in central, southern, and Ansaba regions. Out of these, 9 patients are from quarantine centers in Asmara, central region. 8 patients are from quarantine centers in Sanaa 3, Addukhala 1, Mayaini 1, Torona 1, Dakamhara 1, and Addaqayh 1, southern region. The last 3 patients are from quarantine centers in Karan, Ansaba region. On the other hand, 23 patients who have been receiving medical treatment in hospitals in the northern Red Sea region, 14 in central region 5 and Ansaba region 4 have fully recovered and have been discharged from these facilities. The total number of recovered patients has accordingly risen to 6,043, while the number of deaths still stands at 30. The total number of confirmed cases in the country to date has increased to 6,402. Ministry of Health, Asmara, 16th July 2021. Eritrean community in Switzerland donated 9 wheelchairs to the National Association of Eritrean War-Disabled Veterans. At the handing out over ceremony conducted at the central office of the association, Mrs. Sentnait Toldemetin, a representative of the community, said that supporting war-disabled veterans is the responsibility of every citizen and called on others to follow the noble example. Indicating that the support was in continuation of the initiative the nationals in Switzerland have been taking, Mr. Mohammed Noor Idris, head of the organizational affairs and information of the association, expressed appreciation for the support of the nationals that have extended. The participants of the Students' Greening Summer Work Program in the southern region are to Mr. Tesfahiwet Gide, coordinator of the Students' Summer Work Program in the region. At the program that commenced on 7th July, about 4,000 students from 24 high schools are taking part and are set to plant over 200,000 tree seedlings. Mr. Gabra Mikhail Berhe from the Forestry and Wildlife Authority branch in the southern region, on his part, indicating that there is plan to plant over 1.3 million tree seedlings at regional level. The program will be conducted by high school students, members of the Defense Force, individuals as well as government and public institutions, Mr. Gabri Mikhail added. Mr. Gabri Mikhail also called for sustainable follow-up for the safety and sustainability of the planted tree seedlings. On your final domestic, members of the Central Region Administration voluntarily donated blood on 15th July. According to National Blood Transfusion Center, the staff members of the administration donated 35 bags of blood. The donators on their part expressed satisfaction for the initiative they took in saving lives, called on others to take similar initiative and enrich the National Blood Transfusion Center. Mr. Mahabri Abraham, head of the blood donation at the center, said that the increased awareness of the public on the importance of voluntary blood donation is significantly contributing in the performance of the center. Up next with your global report, do stay with us for more. And your reports on the international line state 20 Taliban insurgents, including a shadow deputy governor, were killed in airstrikes by Afghan forces on Thursday, July 15th, in the Shahada district of Bakadashnan province, Afghanistan Defense Ministry said in a statement posted on its Facebook page. 20 other insurgents, a key commander among them, were wounded, with clashes between the Taliban and government forces have intensified as U.S.-led international forces have been withdrawing. The Taliban have captured several districts and border crossings in the north and west. A senior Afghan government official in Kabul, Nadar Nadiri, said on Thursday the security forces were working to push back Taliban fighters and regain control over 190 districts. The Islamic militant ruled Afghanistan from 1996 until they were outset in 2001. Weeks after the September 11 attack on the United States, however, they have fought since to expel foreign forces and topple the government in Kabul. On your final report, among dozens of blazes raging across the drought-stricken western United States, only newly ignited fire drawing attention on Thursday, July the 15th, was the Dixie Fire, which erupted on Wednesday in Butte County, California, near the mountain town of Paradise, still rebuilding from a 2018 firestorm that killed 85 people and destroyed nearly 19,000 structures in state's deadliest wildfire disaster. The Dixie Fire has charred about 2,250 acres in its first 24 hours as some 500 personnel battle in blaze, which was spreading across a steep, rocky tilted field in terrains about 85 miles north of Sacramento. The Dixie Fire is only one of 70 major activities in active wildfire listed on Thursday as having affected nearly 1 million acres in 11 states, the National Insurgency Fire Center in Boise, Idaho, reported. The so-called bootleg fire in southern Oregon ranges as the largest by far. It was also the sixth largest on record in Oregon since the 1900s, according to state forestry figures. Hand crews backed by water-dropping helicopters struggled on Thursday to suppress the huge wildfire that displaced roughly 2,000 residents. Dear viewers, that is all for now with your domestic and international news in brief. But before we go, these are your major headlines in review. An announcement from the Ministry of Health as your primary domestic. Material donation to the NAEWDV and Students Greening Summer Work Program and voluntary blood donation. And on your international, Afghan conflict and airstrike. And on your final report, U.S. wildfire. Until we are back for some more news, that is all for now. Thanks for watching. Have a nice one.